Good morning. Today I am going to discuss all the concentration terms related to solution. So, first of all, let me tell about a little bit about solution. Solution, as you know, you all have studied, solution is a homogeneous mixture. A homogeneous mixture of two or more than two components. Two or more than two components. So this is homogeneous mixture. The composition of components are fixed, and that composition is expressed through concentration. So concentration composition of solution composition of solution is expressed in terms of concentration. Now, there are many concentration terms which are used in different field of chemistry, either in medicinal chemistry, that is pharmaceutical industries, or wherever in our daily life, or in a lab also for research work. Different concentration terms are used, and according to convenience, scientists are using different concentration terms to prepare solution. So first of all, I'll discuss mass percentage. Mass percentage. Mass percentage, it is symbolized as W/W percent. So this is what, suppose we are going to prepare a solution like glucose solution or 0.9% salt solution. So glucose solution, like 10% glucose solution we are going to prepare. 10 gram glucose is that there in 100 gram solution. Total solution is 100 gram, and in that glucose is 10 gram. So that is 10% glucose solution. Or if we are preparing 0.9% NaCl solution, so 0.9 gram NaCl is there in 100 gram of solution. Total solution is 100 gram. So the amount of or the mass of a component, the mass of a component present per 100 gram of solution, per 100 gram of solution is called mass percentage. So its formula is what? Its formula is mass of a component in gram divided by total mass of the solution into 100. This is mass percentage. Now next is volume percentage. Volume percentage. Volume percentage, there is one big difference in this concentration term. In place of mass of component, we are using volume of a component present in solution, and that solution is how much? 100 ml solution. Total solution, if total solution is 100 ml, then how much a particular component is present. We are going to prepare ethanol water solution, liquid solution I am going to prepare. So how much ethanol is taken to prepare 100 ml of solution, that is called volume percentage. Means total volume of suppose total volume of solution is 100 ml, then how much volume of another components are there. Then suppose 3 components are there, then how much volume of each component is there in solution. This is called volume percentage. Volume of a component, volume of a component present per 100 ml of a solution is called what? Volume percentage. So volume percentage is equals to volume of a component, volume of a component in solution divided by total volume of the solution into 100. So this term is used normally. This concentration term is used to find concentration or composition of different component in liquid solution. This is easier method for liquid solution. Now next is mass volume percentage. Third component is third concentration term. Third concentration term is mass volume percentage. That means here we are taking mass of a component. Mass of a component is taken in gram per 100 ml of the solution. Means after preparing solution, normally it becomes liquid. So mass of a component in gram divided by total volume of the solution into 100. Now let me give one example. Normally pediatricians are giving such type of medicines. One of the component means medicine is given in powdered form, and a particular mass of that medicine is given, and with that distilled water is also provided with mark. Till mark we are preparing solution. So first of all, little bit less amount of water we are taking, then that powdered medicine is added with that, and we are shaking it properly. After shaking, when solution is prepared, then till mark again we are adding distilled water, and finally we are getting volume of that solution by adding mass of a component in gram. So that type of medicines are prepared by this method. Total solution is measured in terms of volume, and mass of a component is taken, means medicine is taken is in powdered form as gram. Now after that, whatever concentration terms I am going to discuss, this concentration terms was in class 11th also. Even if this also mass volume percentage. So next fourth concentration term, parts per million. Parts per million means how much part of a component in a million of solution. That is called parts per million, ppm. And I think you all have studied about it, or not studied, then you have seen in news also. ppm of dust particle or poisonous gases, in air was 0.001% or 0.01%. That I think you all have seen. Actually, and that is parts per million. Parts per million, that means per million how much dust particle is there in air or how much poisonous particles are there in air. That is measured in parts per million. That means a particular component is present in trace quantity. If component is present in trace quantity, then this concentration term is used. It is called parts per million. So number of parts of a component per million parts of solution is called ppm. So its formula is what? ppm is equals to number of parts of a component, number of parts of a component divided by total number of parts of all the components in solution into 10 to the power 6 millions, in millions. That is why it is multiplied with 10 to the power 6. So this is about parts per million. Now next concentration term is molarity. Molarity, with this concentration term you all are familiar because this concentration term was in class 11th also. Molarity. Molarity, now it is dependent on number of moles of solute and volume of solution. It is dependent on number of moles of solute and volume of solution. Volume of solution is taken in liter, not in ml. So molarity, its symbol is capital M, and it is what? Molarity is representing number of moles of solute per unit volume of solution in liter or in cubic decimeter, because you all are knowing 1 liter is equals to 1 cubic decimeter. So we can take volume of solution either in liter or in cubic decimeter. So number of moles of solute per unit volume of solution in liter or cubic decimeter is called molarity. So it is what? Molarity is equals to number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liter or in cubic decimeter. So according to definition, its unit is what? Its unit is either mole per liter or mole per cubic decimeter or molar, capital M also, molar. So these are the units of molarity. Now let me discuss one more thing. Suppose we are going to prepare a solution of solid and liquid, like we are taking sugar solution. Suppose we are going to take sugar solution. So in that, and then we are heating it at specific temperature. During heating, what is happening? Suppose this is sugar solution. This is sugar solution. Sugar solution, and we are heating it. That means we are increasing temperature. What will happen? Water molecule is volatile, so water molecules will escape out slowly, and finally we'll get what? Concentration of sugar solution will increase. By increasing temperature, if we are heating, concentration of sugar solution increases. Concentration of sugar solution increases. That means number of moles of solute particle per unit volume of solution is greater. So in this case, if we are increasing temperature, number of moles of solute particle is greater than volume of solution. In that case, molarity will increase. If such case we are taking, then molarity will increase. And now another one case, if we are observing by increasing temperature, suppose this is liquid and gaseous particles are there. That means gas liquid solution. That means O2 plus H2O, and then we are heating it. अगर इसको हीट करोगे, then by increasing temperature, what will happen? Gaseous molecules will escape out. That means concentration of solute in liquid will decrease. Concentration of solute in liquid will decrease. So here we observe what? Number of solute particle will decrease by heating, and we'll observe volume of solution will decrease slowly. So what will be observed? Number of moles of solute particle in comparison to volume of solution. In comparison to volume of solution will be less. So in that case, in this case, by increasing temperature, what will happen? Volume will be greater in comparison to number of moles of solute, and because of that, what will happen? Molarity will decrease because volume is more and number of moles of solute is less. So it depends on the conditions. ये आपकी condition पे depend करता है. Okay? Now after that, after molarity, next concentration term is molality. Next concentration term is molality. Molality, its symbol is small m. There is one difference. Here also we consider number of moles of solute, but not volume of solution. We'll consider mass of solvent in kg. That means it is showing relation between number of moles of solute and mass of solvent. And molarity is showing relation between number of moles of solute and volume of solution. So molality is what? Number of moles of solute, number of moles of solute per unit mass of solvent in kg is called molality, and it is expressed as small m. So molality is what? Molality is number of moles of solute per unit mass of solvent in kg. Per unit mass of solvent in kg. So what will be its unit? It's very simple. According to definition or according to formula also, we can tell what is the unit of molality. It is mole per kg or molal. Molal, we can write it as small m. Just like molar, here it was molar, so capital M, and here it is molal, so small m. Now one more concentration term I will discuss. It is mole fraction. Next is mole fraction. Mole fraction. Mole fraction is very convenient method to find composition of solution. Mole fraction is actually, it is a ratio of number of moles of a component. Number of moles of a component divided by total number of moles of all the components. Number of moles of a component divided by total number of moles of all the component. That means it is the ratio of number of moles of a component to the total number of moles of all the component. It is the ratio of number of moles of a component to the total number of moles of all the components and it is very interesting to know that the summation of mole fraction of all the component is unity. First let me explain through binary solution. And one more thing, binary solution is what? Binary solution is a mixture of one solute and one solvent. If it is a homogeneous mixture of one solute and one solvent, then that is called binary solution. Suppose we are taking salt solution, salt and water, salt is solute and water is solvent, or sugar solution, sugar is water and water is solvent, sugar is solute and water is solvent. So such type of solution is called binary solution. So I am going to take a binary solution. I have taken a binary solution with two components. So that is component 1 and 2. Component 1 and 2, and their mole fractions are what? For component 1 it will be N1 divided by N1 plus N2, and for component 2 mole fraction is N2 divided by N1 plus N2. The denominator will always be same. So if we will take LCM by adding their mole fraction, their LCM will be what? N1 plus N2, and through LCM easily we can confirm it will be what? N1 plus N2, and by cancelling it we are getting 1. So through that it is confirmed, if we are taking more number of components, then also its mole fraction, summation of mole fraction is unity. So summation of mole fraction of all the component in the solution is unity. That means only 1. So this was about concentration terms. All the concentration terms I discussed. One more term is there, normality, which is not in class 12 syllabus. And after that, in next video, I will discuss all NCERT numericals based on these concentration terms. All exercise question, all in-text questions. Thank you.